Looks like it's raining outside, so the perfect day to play some Pro Cycling Manager. As always, brought to you by REMBE. Last episode we took on quite a lot of races with Provence, Algarve, UAE Tour and the opening weekend. And yeah, simply said, we were successful. Pablo Torres winning the UAE Tour and Hector Alvarez Kuurne-Brussel-Kuurne. But one rider did take a bit of a tumble. Our main sprinter, Tim Thorn Teutenberg, is out after an injury in Kuurne-Brussel-Kuurne. He's got a fracture, which is a very vague description of an injury. That could literally be any bone in his body. But that injury does mean that he's unavailable for the foreseeable future, so no Paris-Nice and no Milano-Sanremo. As a replacement sprinter at Paris-Nice, I'll go with Niklas Behrens. I reckon that's alright. And I think Emil Herzog's 76 hill stat should be a good option for Milano-Sanremo, so let's send them there. Anyway, our calendar is fixed, but we have a lot of races on the menu today, starting off with Strade Bianche, then Paris-Nice, and also Tirreno-Adriatico. And I gotta say, the start list for Strade Bianche is better than in real life. Tadej Pogacar, Van der Poel, Van Aert, Pidcock, and so forth, including Lawrence Piffy. Like 75 hill stat, 75 sprint stat, that should be competitive for this race. But also Vatsik, 76 hill stat, 73 sprint stat, also competitive. Anyway, I love playing Strade on Pro Cycling Manager, so let's begin. Okay, not many of our riders are starting at the front of the peloton, so that's not ideal. I can try and get Herzog to the front and maybe get him in the breakaway. So many twists and turns, already a two-man group up ahead, but Herzog is now able to attack. Let's do so together with Matteo Fabro. Hopefully they allow our man to go in the break because he's actually not that weak. Talking about not that weak, maybe a new leader for our team, to be honest. 76 hill stat, 78 sprint stat, Hector Alvarez. I think we might be riding for him. Ola, Hulgaard and Romo trying to join our attack. That's a pretty good rider, so let's try and keep up with them. But Covey is still pacing in the peloton, so we're not free yet. Also, Ineos is pacing with Egan Bernal. That's a choice. Okay, 40 kilometers into the race. Looks like the peloton is sitting up, so the breakaway has a gap of 3 minutes 30 now, so time to recover a bit of energy with Herzog. Nearly at the halfway point of the race, the next two sectors, San Martino in Grania and also Monte Santi Maria, will be the most important ones, I reckon. So in the breakaway, 5-minute gap for now. In the peloton, let's try and set up a bit of a train to make sure our riders are in a good position on the actual gravel sectors. There we go, we are well positioned. Vatsik and Alvarez the most important riders in this train. Piffy at the back just to make sure that our leaders are not entirely at the back of our train, because on gravel sectors, the peloton likes to go in one line, which means that there might be splits between riders, and if your leader is at the back of the train, sometimes your leader gets on a gap, has to close that, spend some energy. That's what I'm trying to avoid. For example, this, even on the uphill segment, Piffy's getting gapped because there's riders coming in between, and now he has to close it on the descent. He spends a bit of his red bar. This is exactly what I mean. Anyway, I don't actually expect too much action on this sector, but I do on the next sector, Monte Santi Maria, so I gotta stay wary. And actually, I might consider opening up the race myself in the peloton despite having Herzog in the breakaway, because I want an entertaining race. There we go, on to Monte Santi Maria. I'll go 80 pacing for now on Fitzke, nothing too extreme, but this will actually put the peloton in a line and could cause some splits, so gotta make sure I'm well positioned. Meanwhile, Herzog just needs to hold on in this breakaway. Trying to push a little bit on this uphill. I reckon this is the spot where Pogacar tends to attack in Strade as well. Let's make it 95 for a little bit. I want to split the peloton on this next segment, and Fitzke does a fantastic job, and I reckon we might see some gaps. Not yet. We've got something happening. Wait a second. My entire team is riding away. I'm okay with the strategy. We've got a gap of 40 seconds on the peloton. REMBE is gone. The team is gone. We've got a minute. This is great. And Ineos isn't really pacing that hard. Now they are. Bernal to the front, but what a fantastic situation. To be honest, since our team has a minute and a half on the peloton now, I do think I need to drop Herzog back to our train to make sure we've got an extra domestique in this train. Fitzke doing a fantastic job on 90 to keep this group going. 1 minute 45 on the peloton now. What is happening? There we go, Herzog being caught as we speak. He can line up in our train and be a part of our team here. That is perfection. Roughly 50 kilometers to go. Just finished Monte Aperti, one of the gravel sectors. Gap is 2 minutes on the peloton, and we're catching the breakaway slowly but surely. To be honest, it's basically a Strade Bianche team time trial at this point. And like, there are riders trying to attack towards us. Arieta, G, also this group of 4, Kroon, Tiller, Pogacar, Vlasov, but reality is, I'm sorry, you're not cooperating in a group here, you're just trying to bridge towards me by yourself, so that won't work. I'm gonna be ahead. But Yannick Stammler, it is your job to keep Tadej Pogacar behind us somehow. Oh, no, 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 no. That scary man is getting awfully close. That scary man is getting awfully close. Damn it, he's made it. Pogacar is in the group, and I've got 3 riders left, so it's now for Del Grosso to keep the tempo going. Alvarez and Vácek both looking good, but Pogacar looks a little bit tired. Never mind, he's now moving to the front and looks pretty vibrant to me. If anything, he's literally starting to pace for us, so I'm okay with that. Next gravel sector, Colle Pinzuto, Del Grosso at the front together with Pogacar, Vácek in the wheel. I don't like Pogacar's tempo being that high. Let's up it towards 95 on Del Grosso. We gotta follow the man. Somehow. Come on. We gotta try to beat Pogacar here. Alvarez, Vácek still in the wheel, looking okay. The group is probably gonna fall apart behind us. Del Grosso is done for. Vácek needs to hold on for dear life in the wheel of Pogacar. Come on, Vácek. Come on, Matthias. You can do it, boy. Yes, yes, yes. 1 sector survived. And actually, there's only 1 sector left, Le Tolfe, so we just need to make sure we follow Pogacar here. Let's stay in his wheel at all costs. There we go, on the steep section of Le Tolfe. We are in front of him, so he's not exactly attacking. What if I make a move? What if I make a move with Vácek right now? Does that make a gap? Pogacar is doing something odd. He's doing something very odd. Why is he at the back of the group now? Vácek is making a move and is getting away. This is actually somewhat working. Alvarez can pace. Vácek can protect. That's the vibe I'm going for. 20 seconds on this group. Pogacar is sitting in the wheel of G. What is happening? What is Pogacar doing? Is he done for? Then why was he pacing? Our gap is 25 seconds, so I'm gonna keep going. This is looking really good. Meanwhile, Javier Romo is trying to bridge at all costs right now. Come on, keep going. We've got Romo in the wheel, so that is not perfect at all. Come on, we've dropped Pogacar. We can't lose this race to Romo now. Last 3 kilometers, only 2 riders at the front left, Romo and Alvarez as we speak. Come on. Via Santa Caterina in Siena is coming. We gotta beat this man. Let's go up the hill right now. Let's go on 87, 88. Nothing too extreme yet. 87, 88, 89. I don't know what to do. I will launch. Not yet. Right now. Come on, Alvarez. Keep going, Hector. Come on. Around the corners, Hector. Around the corners. We can't lose this. Come on, Alvarez, into the last stretch. Romo in the wheel, but no. Hector Alvarez wins again. Strade Bianche is ours. And Tadej Pogacar roughly finishes 9th in this race, so not exactly a fantastic result. Basically, we cooked him. It is really crazy that throughout our career mode, we've had Hector Alvarez go from a junior rider with lots of talent to actually becoming a World Tour winning classics rider. How amazing is that? That is part of the reason I do love Pro Cycling Manager. But hey, the way this race was written in the first place, we can definitely say that Hector could not have done it without his team today. Like, look at this man's palmarès at the age of 21. Won a Vuelta stage, could have won more. Strade Bianche, Kuurne-Brussel-Kuurne, also a Tour de Suisse stage, Spanish national champion, and it won't stop here. Genuinely can't wait to see what he wins next. Anyway, Strade Bianche behind us, it's time to race to the sun. Paris-Nice, 8-day stage race, starting off with a versatile sprint stage, also an echelon zone, but it's so early in the stage that I don't expect it to do anything. Actually, same thing for stage 2. I expect a basic sprint here. Ooh, stage 3 is a hilly stage, but I gotta say the gradients make it look like a versatile sprint stage instead, because it's not very steep. After that, a short time trial and a medium mountain stage that looks quite appealing. 7.8 kilometers, 8%, followed by 6 kilometers, 5.3%. I'm liking that. Because a parkour like that incentivizes people to attack on the second last climb and not the last one. And then on the second last day, finally the proper mountains arrive. Col de Turini, 15 kilometers, 7.5%. That is undoubtedly the queen stage. Because on Pro Cycling Manager, the final stage of Paris-Nice just isn't that selective. It's kind of always a small group sprint. Anyway, who are we sending to this race? Okay, Louis Joe Lurs is our first GC rider, 78 mountain, 74 time trial. And Georg Steinhauser, 77 mountain, 74 time trial. Next to that, proper climbing support in the likes of Paul Sisha. Matthias Vácek, who should be able to destroy that 11-kilometer time trial, to be honest. But actually, for sprint stages, we've got 2 options. Niklas Behrens, 76 sprint, 73 acceleration, and Hector Alvarez 76 sprint and 72 acceleration. Now, I won't lie, I was expecting a better sprint field here, the likes of Søren Warenskjold, De Maar, Maris Mikkels and so forth. I reckon we can beat that. So yeah, let's win some stages. Oh, Behrens and Alvarez both with a +2 on the day. Alvarez with 78 sprint stat, Behrens as well, so acceleration-wise, Behrens does have the upper hand, but Alvarez is more versatile. And like the last 30 kilometers is not exactly flat, so I think I'll consider going for Alvarez. With roughly 50 kilometers to go, we just finished the echelon section. There were some splits in the peloton, but it's still 50 kilometers to go, so I'm not sure this will go anywhere. Wait a second, Roglic is behind and he's pacing himself. I might as well start pacing in the group ahead. Carlos Rodriguez doing his absolute best to catch us, but no. Paul Fitzke is on the case, pacing 85 right now over the top of this hill. I'll try to keep this going. Ooh, Steinhauser crashed. Alvarez is waiting with him. No. Alvarez, ride! Oh, why does it keep happening? Why do they wait? Also, Steinhauser is kind of our secondary GC rider, so I should now stop pacing ahead, which is kind of silly, because I've just... Oh, this ruins everything. There we go, Alvarez, there we go. To the wheel, last 6K. He won't be able to do this. And I'm neglecting the group ahead, so I need to be at the front of this group now, because I want to get Behrens to a victory now. But this is far from perfect. Alvarez is back, but he ain't gonna fight for the stage win, so in hindsight, I probably should have kept Alvarez with Steinhauser and focused on getting Steinhauser back for GC purposes, but I didn't do that, so that was kind of stupid. Now, Vacek can go 99 and try and bring our boys to the front, because now it's Behrens time, since Alvarez won't be doing it. Come on, boys. Actually, I'll just wait with Alvarez on Steinhauser right now and try and close it as much as possible in the last few kilometers here. We've got 3K to go. I'll go 99 on our boys Vacek and Sofov. Energy Shell's way too late. Come on, man. Vacek can sprint. Lurs in the wheel. Try and come past people. Lurs can launch. Behrens in the wheel. Getting blocked right now. Tries to come around. Behrens on the left side. Come on, Behrens. Through the middle. No, we get blocked by Henry Ulich of all people again. And he wins the stage too. That is awful. I don't want to talk about that. Alvarez finishes in Narnia. Steinhauser finishes even more in Narnia. What a disaster of a stage. Like with 20 kilometers to go, that stage looked absolutely fantastic, but when Steinhauser fell and Alvarez waited, everything went to shit. In the end, finishing 7th and 8th, that's a disappointment. But this is the biggest problem. Steinhauser losing 1 minute and 54 seconds. I guess that means we only have one GC rider left, Louis Joe Lurs. Anyway, hopefully stage 2 will go a little bit better. Once again, starting off with a +2 on Behrens, that's 78 sprint stat. Same thing for Alvarez. So how do we decide our leader here? Ola in the echelon segment with about 55 kilometers to go, and we are being gapped right now. That does not happen often, but I'm trying to play it conservatively and hoping that everything comes back together in about 10 kilometers. That's my goal. There we go, echelon segment done, and everything's coming together again. Perfect. Okay, the last 15k are here. I gotta say, looks pretty chaotic right now, but we are going for Hector Alvarez because Behrens' energy is not looking too bright. Vacek also 76 sprint, so perfect lead out for us. Okay, last 6.5 kilometers looking a lot better right now. Let's try and push through right now. Come on, Fitzke. Push. Steinhauser in the wheel. Vacek looking good as well. Energy Shell on Alvarez. Last 4 kilometers. Georg Steinhauser rises. Vacek in the wheel. Alvarez loses the wheel. I don't like that. Last 3 kilometers. Get back to the wheel, buddy. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Last 2.3 kilometers. Can't go sprinting yet. Right now, Vacek goes. Alvarez in the wheel. Looking fantastic. Skelmose here as well. We've got Søren Weidenskjold in the wheel. We launched too early. Weidenskjold out of energy as well. We might still take it. Yes. Hector Alvarez wins. Perfect victory on day 2 of Paris-Nice. Some gaps in the group. I don't like that. Close it. Anyway, what should happen on stage 1 happens on stage 2. Our victory is here with Hector Alvarez. And actually, this also means we take over the maillot jaune, the yellow jersey, among the shoulders of Alvarez. Ouch, there is indeed a gap. 24 seconds. Skelmose, Pidcock, and Sofov taking time on us. We've got Louis Joe Lurs in that second group, so at least not more than 24 seconds. But yeah, when it comes to GC riders, it's only Pidcock and Skelmose anyway that take time, so it's not the end of the world. So, stage 3 puncher finish, but I gotta say, despite Vacek being the 7th favorite, I reckon this is once again a Hector Alvarez stage. I reckon I can make this a versatile sprint. So, last 20 kilometers on a proper hill at the moment, trying to cave in the gap towards the breakaway a little bit because it's still 1 minute and the rest of the stage is kind of downhill most of it, so I gotta make sure I actually catch these guys. Gap is now 50 seconds, so I reckon we are good. There we go. Break about to be caught with 9 kilometers to go. They are caught. Coolset is doing something on the right side of the road. We've got Thibaut Gruel also trying something. 90 with Steinhauser. Come on, I can't go too fast either. We only have 3 riders in front of Alvarez. Lurs is not our leader for the stage. He's just following because, well, he's our GC rider. Come on, let's keep going. Downhill coming up, so we can afford to go in the red a little bit with Steinhauser to catch these boys, Schelling and Gruel. There we go. They've been caught. Last 4.5 kilometers. We've got uphill coming up soon, so I can't go too fast either. Steinhauser is emptying himself. Sesha can take over on this uphill segment. No 99, Steinhauser out of the way. 95, is that too much? I reckon that's okay for now. No one else is really losing red bar. That's the word I was looking for. Wozzeck in the wheel. Let's go 99 on Seixas. Wozzeck can launch right now. Alvarez in the wheel. Perfection. Perfection. Alvarez launches. Lurs can launch. Everybody can go. Wozzeck's gonna be beating Alvarez, and Lurs comes in third. So a 1, 2, 3 for REMBE.net. Honestly, I do feel like these uphill drag finishes on Pro Cycling Manager right now are quite easy to win. I feel like I've always won them. Anyway, Alvarez stays in the yellow jersey, now ahead of Wozzeck. But most likely, Wozzeck is going to be the one taking the lead after the next time trial because, well, he's going to dominate it. Ooh, actually, Wozzeck is second favorite for this time trial. Magnus Sheffield is a favorite. I can't believe this, but we have competition. Julio Alaphilippe riding for Israel Premier Tech. That is a side. Remember when this team was basically a retirement home for punchers? Georg Steinhauser on the road, going pretty fast from the start because I want to spend some energy on this first uphill segment. There we go. Let's do 87 to the top of this segment because I want to recover that red bar in that descent later on. By the way, Magnus Sheffield already leading this time trial, so he is the man to beat. Last 500 meters, slightly uphill there, so ideally I use some red bar on the last ramp here. Let's do 87. Is that enough? Let's do 99 to the line and... 6th place? Yes, indeed. Obviously, Steinhauser was not really important for us. He was kind of our test case to see what effort we can use on the likes of Wozzeck and Lurs. I'll try to start a little bit slower on Lurs because I do want to spend the energy on the actual uphill section here and not before. So let's keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. Gradually lower it towards 86. Now down to 85. Let's try recover some red now. Actually, pretty great stats on the man today. 77 time trial, 80 prologue stat. Now the first time check is coming up, so... let's take a look what he does. Come on, top 10. 11th. Oh, Matthias Wozzeck already on the road, so I gotta watch out now. Oh, 85, don't spend full red bar, don't spend full red bar. I think I just spent my whole red bar on Wozzeck by accident. Well then, that's not a great start. Like, I'm sorry, but how am I supposed to control 4 riders at the same exact time? That just is not happening. Lures 99 onto the final hill to the line, and he finishes 8th. Now back to Wozzeck, who is about to cross the first time check, and... that is bad. 14th on 12 seconds. Disaster time trial by Wozzeck. Here's me pretending it's not my fault. Yeah, terrible time trial for Wozzeck. Actually, still 4th, but not what we expected. Actually, despite all that, Matthias Wozzeck is still the new leader of Paris by 23 seconds on Pidcock and Skjelmose. Meanwhile, Lurs is only 17 seconds behind them now. Gotta say, Louis Joe Lurs is looking pretty solid. Now, I do very much love the parkour of this stage 5, a medium mountain stage, and the second last climb is actually the hardest climb, so it incentivizes early attacks. The game certainly thinks it's gonna be for GC riders, Carlos Rodriguez, Enric Mas, and Johannes Kulsit. Didn't exactly expect that name to show up, but obviously next to Louis Joe Lurs being a focus of us as GC rider, I'm wondering if Hector Alvarez, only 68 medium mountain though, can get over that second last climb, because if he can, then he can win the stage. Or actually Matthias Wozzeck, 73 medium mountain, still a bit of a sprint of 73, so also an option. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Alvarez with a +2 on the day, so that is 71 medium mountain. Lurs with +3 on the day, so that is 80 medium mountain. That's fantastic. And next to that, Wozzeck +1, so 75 medium mountain. So 3 options today. Roughly 50k into the stage, a breakaway of 8 riders has formed with some good riders like Adam Yates, 80 medium mountain. He's 12 minutes behind in GC though. I tried to be in the breakaway, but no one was letting me. Okay, on the climb, 7.8 kilometers, 8%, the Col de la Mure. It definitely looks like a mur, which is a wall in Dutch, by the way. Lurs is well positioned, so that's nice. Wozzeck and Alvarez trying to survive this climb for now, because I actually don't expect this climb to be too selective. Only 2 kilometers to the top, so let's do 90 with Lurs. Fitzke can protect, he's done for. Steinhauser can take over. Alvarez still in the wheel. I kind of want to get Alvarez over this climb, so I shouldn't be pushing too hard either. Let's do 87, something like that. Group is down to 30 riders, 29. Any rider I can drop is good. Maybe I'll go for Wozzeck. Alvarez can drop then, but Alvarez would be preferable. Let's do 99 over the top and see if anything more breaks. Oh, I'm dropping Alvarez. Let's lower it. Let's lower it. Let's lower it. Let's make sure Alvarez is with us. Yes, indeed. Over the top. Group of 24. That being said, 20 kilometers to go and half of it is downhill, and the break has 2 minutes right now, so I actually feel like they might win at this point. There they are ahead of us, 1 minute 30 right now. Steinhauser is emptying himself. We've got Rodriguez now pacing, AJ August doing something as well. Gap is going down rather quickly now, but I'm not doing the work, which I'm okay with for now, but it's still a minute. We gotta close it down before the descent starts, and I actually think that will work. AJ August pacing for Ben Healy. Paul Sisha comes to the front. Let's do 95 for a little bit. Alvarez in a bit of trouble. I don't like that. Let's do 90. We've got Pidcock doing something and now stopping. That's odd. Can I drop him? He doesn't look too vibrant, so that might be possible, but Alvarez is about to drop as well, but I want to go for the stage, so I have to go 99 regardless of Alvarez's trouble. Come on, come on, come on. Alvarez, hold on for dear life over the top. You're still there for now. That is good. Do I attack with lures? And let's sit up right now. There goes lures. He's getting blocked. No. There they go. Pidcock, Ayuso. Do I like that? I'm not sure I do. Actually, we're kind of dropping the rest of the people here as well. So what do I go with? We've got Lars van den Berg as the only rider up the road. I reckon I can catch him. I reckon I can simply catch him. So I'm going to straight up go 99 and not attack. I will attack. I will attack. I'm dropping Pidcock. Lures can keep going. Sechas can follow Pidcock. There we go. Energy shell on everybody. Why not? It's still 9k to go, but we've got a descent to recover a little bit. Come on. Pidcock is a better descender than us, that's for sure. Let us switch back to Sesha. Come on, team. 6k to go. Keep on going. Keep on going. Group of 17 in our wheel as we speak. We've got slightly uphill incoming, actually, so I think we're definitely catching the man, but it's all going to be a matter of timing our sprint as well. Come on, Sesha. Keep on going. Keep on going. We've got a bit of a gap here with all three riders. That is perfection. Let's go on 95 right now with Sesha. We've got Lars van den Berg in our sights as we speak. Lures in the wheel. Vatsek in that wheel. Gap of 13 seconds on AJ August and Pidcock. Oh, I gotta go. I gotta go with lures. I gotta go with lures. I think I launched a little bit too late there. We've got a gap again. We've got a gap again. We are with Lars van den Berg, 95. Vatsek, no energy. No energy to sprint right now. I'm going to sprint with lures. Vatsek in the wheel. Come on, come on, come on. Wait, 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 wait. Vatsek comes out of the wheel. Vatsek comes out of the wheel. Vatsek goes for the stage win. No, Lars van den Berg comes around from the breakaway and wins the stage. We do get bonus seconds with lures and time on the road, so pretty great stage, but we don't have the stage win. But like I said before the start, these medium mountain stages, I absolutely love playing them on PCM. So fun. Nah, Lures lost 5 seconds to Vatsek. That was not true. There was no gap there. Either way, he takes 10 seconds on the rest of the GC ride, so that's pretty good. But holy, Matthias Vatsek with a gap of 44 seconds on Pidcock and Skjelmose. Lures on 48 seconds right now, so Vatsek as GC rider? Who knows? Actually, stage 6 is kind of a lighter version of stage 5, so this is very much a Hector Alvarez stage in my opinion. The game doesn't think so, but the game doesn't know the reality. Hector Alvarez is a cycling god. So, 35 kilometers to go, one proper climb to come, and Berens is moving to the front of the peloton because he needs to set a little bit of tempo, because I don't want any pure sprinters left in this peloton after we finish this hill. Breakaway also still needs to be caught, 2 minutes 50, so come on Niklas Berens, keep pacing. There we go, Arno Demar off the back, also Maris Mikkels off the back, so the sprinters are starting to drop. But I don't like this part of the race at all. 12 kilometers to go, a breakaway of 2 riders, Asgreen and Berthes somehow still have 2 minutes 40 on the peloton. I don't know how that is possible. I've literally just hard-paced the last 2 climbs and they are still having a large gap. I need to try and get that down as soon as possible. Actually, I think that's simply not going to happen. The gap is 2 minutes with 9k to go. I think the break is won. Well, that's massively disappointing. Why not try and go for a bit of a team attack then? There we go. 3 riders off the front. Alvarez can take over right now on a full-on attack as we speak. He can keep pacing. Let's just pace 99 with everyone. Full on. There we go. Alvarez 99. Vatsek 99. Gap is 10 seconds. Keep on going, guys. Keep on going. Last 2 kilometers. I'll just set up a bit of a sprint train. Vatsek can start sprinting as we speak. The gap is gone somehow. Alvarez can sprint. Lures in the wheel. Can we get a gap on anyone? I severely doubt it. Can I get in the wheel of Pidcock? Maybe. That would be nice. Let's try and do so. And there's not going to be any gaps, is there? Maybe? Maybe? Is that a gap? That's going to be a gap. That's a 5-second gap. Come on. Give me that gap, game. There's clearly a gap there. I need those seconds right now. There we go. 5 in the stage. Bonus seconds. But also 7 seconds on the road. That stage definitely did not go as planned, but the outcome's actually pretty good. Yes, indeed, 4 bonus seconds and 7 seconds on the road. This means Lures now moves up to 2nd in GC, past Pidcock and Skjelmose. And most importantly, further away from scary climbers like Juan Ayuso. Okay, the time is finally here. Col de Tourigny, the mountain stage of Paris-Nice, has arrived. Enric Mas, Matthias Kjelmose, Carlos Rodriguez, Juan Ayuso, but not a single REMBE rider in this list. But don't worry, Louis Joe Lurs is here and he's ready to cook. GC-wise, we do have a gap on the others, so our goal for this is to defend that gap because I just want to stay ahead in GC. But the intriguing part is that Matthias Vacek is also ahead in GC and he can climb a little bit, not as much as Lurs, not as much as Ayuso and so forth by far, but we've got a 44 second to a minute gap, so what if we can finish within that with Vacek? So yeah, the dilemma is, do I go for a dual leadership strategy? Or do I just go for Lurs? Gotta be honest, I really don't know. So the last climb is 15 kilometers, 7.5%. That's a pretty long climb. Matthias Vacek with a splendid +3, so 74 mountain on the day. That's as good as it gets. Is it realistic for us to survive with Matthias Vacek with 74 mountain on this final climb with a gap of 44 seconds to a minute? I think it is. Okay, so far a pretty odd race. A breakaway of 14 riders, rather strong actually, but the closest rider is on 8 minute 26. Roughly 50 kilometers to go, and the gap is actually 12 minutes 30 to the peloton. And wait a second, what just happened? Why is there a peloton of 28 riders off the front of the peloton? With Mas and other climbers? Okay then, I guess the racing has begun. Paul Fitzke to the front of our group, trying to close down the Mas group trying to close down the breakaway. Gap is 12 minutes from the front to the back, so the yellow jersey is in the hand of the breakaway right now, but the final climb should melt the gap significantly, so I'm not too scared of that breakaway. Oh my god, you can't be serious. There's now a gap in our peloton. What is happening in this race? Now Fitzke has to wait for that other group. Behrens has to get to the front of this group. My man, this race is going so badly for me. The Enric Mas group has 2 minutes 30, 3 minutes 30 on me, so this is not looking great. Like, I'm sorry, but look at this race situation. There's 4 groups on the road and we're literally in the last one. How can I f up a mountain stage before a mountain even starts so significantly? Okay, 4 kilometers to go until the climb starts. We have dropped the majority of the group we are in, and I'm trying to desperately get back to the front right now, but it's not looking too bright right now. I kind of don't even know what's happening at this point. Is this the Mas group? Really? This is the Mas group? Oh my god. Don't tell me this is the Mas group. Where's Mas? No. This group is 4 minutes 30 ahead of me? Well then, I guess we've got some work to do on the climb itself, because that gap ain't gonna disappear too quickly. Let me through, come on guys. Guys, please, Uli, let me through, buddy, please. I need to get to the front of this race as soon as possible. Come on guys. Get our guys to the front in this group as well. I'm going for Lurs, I've decided, even though his energy is not even looking too bright at this point. Come on, Fitzke, last bit of energy when it comes to your pull. How did that? Why is nobody following the wheel? Look at this. Look at this stupid game. Anyway, back to the mountain train. Gap is 9 minutes 20 to the front of the race. We're going to catch group by group, one by one, but I don't think we're gonna get a good result here. I think we're doomed. What's happening at the front? Still the breakaway up ahead. We've got 5 riders bridging, Mas and so forth. Skjelmose are completely done for with 7 kilometers to go. If we pace this ride, can we get them back? That is the big question. Yeah, the answer is no. We're not getting that gap back. The gap is 5 minutes with 6 kilometers to go. We are completely doomed. This is by far the worst mountain stage I've ever ridden on Pro Cycling Manager in my entire life. Like, we are actually catching pretty solid riders. Vacek's done for. This is the finish line. I didn't even spend my energy fully. I'm actually shell-shocked from that one. Like, how is it humanly possible on a mountain stage like this for us to get caught behind the split 4 times in the same stage before the last mountain even starts? That is just crazy. In the end, we finish on 11 minutes of the winner with Lurs, Seixas and Vacek, but GC-wise, I bet we're not even in the top 20. Actually, still top 10, but that's horrible. 8th, 12th and 13th. That is so bad. By the way, Enric Mas leading the race by a single second after this stage, that is pretty crazy. With 5 riders within 15 seconds, one of the closest Paris-Nices ever, I bet. But yeah, I said it before, that was the worst mountain stage I've ever ridden on Pro Cycling Manager, and it's most likely my fault. Anyway, on to the final stage then. In real life, a fantastic stage, very selective, lots of action, but in Pro Cycling Manager, actually not many splits. But no, I won't give up so easily. I want to throw everything I've got at this, so early on, I want to try and get get all my riders in the breakaway. Probably won't work, but we're gonna try anyway. Because right now we're 8th in GC and I'm just not happy enough with that. So yeah, I'm going all in. Either we cook or we get cooked. Let's see. Now let's try and get my riders to the left side of the road to the front. Behrens can stop Steinhauser, Sesha, Vatsek and Sofov can make their move right now. Alvarez gets blocked. I don't like that. That was not likable. Let's work together with these guys in this group. That is perfection. Steinhauser can do the pacing. The other two can basically sit up at the back of the group. Alvarez tries to bridge with more teammates. That is what we want. Perfection. Engelhardt, Nylons. No pacing in the peloton. Ooh, I like that. Fitzke Behrens can also go then. There we go on the left side of the road. That's two other riders trying to form that breakaway. And what if we also go with Lurs? Is anyone responding? I think they will. No, they aren't. Hey, I wasn't joking when I said I would send my entire team in the breakaway, because that's exactly what's happening right now. I'll be honest, I'm not actually sure why they're not pacing, but the peloton's not doing anything about the situation, and I reckon we've got a gap of roughly 5 minutes now, which is great. Lurs and Fitzke trying to get towards that breakaway. Behrens, I'm not sure he'll make it. Yeah, Nicolas Behrens is definitely not making it to the front. But the rest of our team has, so we've now got 6 riders of REMBE in the breakaway. That's a beautiful side. Let's keep this break going. Oh, with about 50k to go, a small attack in the breakaway has split the group. I'm basically doing my own tempo with my team because I don't want to ruin the energy of my riders. My goal is keeping the time on the peloton, not really focusing on the stage right now. In the peloton, they are pacing. Cavaniel's pacing for Movistar for Enric Mas at this very moment. The gap is down to 2 minutes 20 on our group now, which that's not likable, but I've still got energy, so I can keep this going for quite a while. By the way, 28 kilometers to go. Right now, virtually, Matthias Vatsek is in the lead. Oh, there was a crash from the breakaway group. Bergmus is down. Either way, we are cooking something up. This could be one of the greatest comebacks in PCM history. There we go, on to the final climb, Col d'Aise as we speak. We've got Steinhauser with a little bit of energy, so we might as well use him to protect Lurs, who is doing the tempo in this group. I'll go 87, something like that. The sad part is that Vatsek, our leader for this, is kind of our weakest climber in this group. So that's the odd scenario here. Gap is 3 minutes on the peloton still. We can perhaps pull this off. Come on, Lurs. Keep on pushing. Halfway through the climb, you can do this. Come on, team. Lurs, keep on pacing. Let's go towards 90. Get to the wheel of this group. That is perfection. I need to get to the front because I want this tempo to keep going. I don't want any one of them to really stop the tempo here. Gap is 2 minutes 30. It's going down. It is going down, and I don't like that. I need to up it to 90. I need to keep this going. Come on. The group behind is kind of looking at each other. Half of them are out of energy. If they keep doing this, then we are going to be cooking. I need to keep pacing myself as well. Half a kilometer to the top so I can go 99. Not really. Let's do 95 over the top, just like that. Lurs can protect. Sechas can do 99. He's a great descender, so just go all out to the line, buddy. All out. The gap is 2 minutes 53. We need 2 seconds more. Come on. Vatsek's got a sprint. We can get bonus seconds too. We just need to keep this group going. Come on, Sesha. Keep on attacking. Keep on attacking in this ascent with your team in your wheel. Keep on going. Keep on going. Gap is 3 minutes 03. This could be the biggest comeback I've ever had in this bloody game. We lost the mountain stage horribly, but now we are cooking on this final raid stage. Paul Sesha is actually doing a fantastic job. Lurs can take over as we speak. Sesha, go to the wheel. That is it. Come on, Lurs. Keep on pushing. Keep on pushing. Keep on pushing. Sesha can't follow that wheel, so let's lower it towards 90. Keep on going on 99 in this ascent. Come on. 7k to go. Cost you in the wheel. We gotta keep this going. Sesha, last 3 kilometers. You can go all out, buddy, Lurs. All out, all out, all out. We just gotta sprint at this point. We just gotta sprint. Sesha can sprint. Vatsek in the wheel. Come on, Vatsek. Win the stage. Win the stage. Win the stage. Get the bonus seconds, Vatsek. Come on, Vatsek. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Ride for your life. We've got this. Come on. 3 minutes. We need 2 minutes 55. Come on. We need 2 minutes 55. I think we win GC. I think Vatsek wins Paris-Nice with the greatest comeback I have ever seen. The peloton is sprinting, but Barcelo tries to close it. The gap is 3 minutes, I think. The gap is 3 minutes. There comes Johannesson. Sivakov, don't close it. No. Yes. 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 The gap is over 3 minutes. We did it. What a comeback! I cannot believe that just happened. That was an insane victory. We sent every single one of our riders in the breakaway. We kept that breakaway going. We said, now we won't follow the other people in the breakaway. We'll set our own tempo. And we cooked. We bloody well cooked today. Matthias Vacek on the podium. 4 seconds on Kostu. 9 seconds on Sechal. But most importantly, 3 minutes and 10 seconds on Tom Pidcock in the peloton. Which makes this happen. Matthias Vacek is the bloody winner of Paris-Nice. That is insane. That is undoubtedly one of the sickest victories I've ever had in this game. Easily. But I gotta say, I absolutely loved that. Yes. Enric Mas and Movistar felt completely at controlling the breakaway, but we waited until the climb at the start to launch our climbers. We launched our entire team. The peloton not reacting to that. Bit of an AI mistake, to be honest. I feel like the game should know better than that. And from that point onwards, we kept our gap. We kept fighting every single climb. From Alvarez to Steinhauser, they just kept on pacing. And in the end, we are victorious. Yes! What a win, man. What a win. Matthias Vacek, man. What an amazing signing. Okay, time for Tirreno-Adriatico then. 7-day stage race starting off with a sprint stage. Uphill puncher finish on day 2. A slight uphill drag sprint on day 3. Hola is the 2021 parcours. Prati di Tivo on day 4, followed by the epic Castelfidardo stage that Mathieu van der Poel won in epic fashion in 2021. Stage 6 is a sprint and a time trial on the final day. What can I say? Pretty fun parcours. On the start list, our best GC rider, Florian Lipovic. 80 mountain stat, 75 time trial. Also, Lauren Spiffy for the versatile sprints and the puncher finishes. And our boy Lewis Bauer for the flat sprints. And he will be our man for this first stage, but there's proper sprinting competition here. Mes Pedersen, Matthew Brennan, Wout van Aert, and so forth. Let's try to upset the favorites. Ouch. Well then, -3 on Lewis Bauer, but it's actually not hitting his sprint stat, so still 77 sprint. Last 7.5 kilometers, Brenner can go 99. Let's try and get our train through on the left side of the road, maybe. There we go. Come on, Bauer, get to the wheel, get to the wheel. Herzog can do energy shells. Lots of riders can do so, actually. Herzog can take over right now. Stamler in the wheel looking fantastic with a fantastic day, but Bauer needs to get to the wheel. Mes Pedersen has stolen that wheel from him, so that is not ideal. Right now, Stamler still looking good. Bauer is back in the wheel. 2.3k to go, almost Piffy time. He can launch right now with 2 kilometers to go. Bauer in the wheel losing so much energy. I forgot the energy gel. This is awful. Bauer just doesn't have it. Bauer has nothing today. That -3 is influential, and it's gonna be Mathieu van der Poel winning a bunch sprint. He doesn't even do those in real life. In hindsight, I probably should have gone for someone else than Lewis Bauer with that daily form, even though his sprint stat was higher than Stamler by 1. The secondary stats of Stamler were so much better, so I probably should have gone with Stamler. On to stage 2 then, we've got an uphill finish in Chiusdino. If I remember correctly, that was won by Mathieu van der Poel, maybe? Anyway, Tadej Pogacar is the favorite, and we're probably going for Piffy. So, 10 kilometers to go, Lewis Bauer is leading the pack. Let's do on 99. Let's sprint towards the final hill as we speak, because it is coming. Lipovic in last wheel. Brenner can take over right now. Yes, Brenner on paper is our backup GC rider, but I'm just going for Lipovic. I'm not even looking at a backup GC rider here. I'm trying to catch the breakaway 55 seconds as we speak. And yeah, the final hill is coming. Breakaway has been caught, 4.4 kilometers to go. Actually, one rider left, Alexander Kamp, but he's getting caught pretty soon, I'm pretty sure. Piffy looking absolutely fantastic. Lipovic as well. The rest of the peloton basically in our wheel. Let's up it towards 93, something like that, maybe. 92, 93, 93 is fine. Lewis Laddard can almost take over. Actually, he can do it already on 93. Herzog is done for. Perfection right now. Stamler looking fantastic in the wheel. Quinten Hermans doing something on the left side of the road. Let's do 95 on Laddard. Is that too much? Maybe we've got Marco Frigo as well. Bjerg as well. Come on, team. Come on, team. Come on, team. Laddard goes right now. Stamler in the wheel can launch right now. We've got a perfection rolling up as we come over the line with a 1-2-3. No, it's going to be a 1-2. Lauren Spiffy wins ahead of Yannick Stamler. Fisher Black looks to be third ahead of Lipovic, so no bonus seconds for Lipovic. But hey, Tadej Pogacar was beaten. But like I said after stage 3 of Paris-Nice, these uphill drag finishes are just a bit silly, a bit too easy. Like, it should simply not be possible to get a 1, 2, 4, and 6 on a stage like this. As simple as that. Especially when Tadej Pogacar is at the start line. Anyway, Lauren Spiffy is the new leader of Tirreno-Adriatico. Anyway, stage 3, sprint stage, slightly uphill, so we gotta keep that in mind. Okay, Lewis Bauer 79 sprint stats, 71 hill stats, so looks like he's gonna be our sprinter today. Especially because the last couple of kilometers are actually not as hilly as I expected it to be. Under the 5k banner, Lewis Laddard doing the lead out as we speak, not on 99 because I don't want to lose red bar on this uphill segment. We can go to 99 a little bit on this flat part. Lawrence Piffy in the wheel can launch on 99 right now, but I'm going to lower it towards 97 as it starts going up, which is right now 95. We've got Stammler in the wheel, Bauer in that wheel. Let's do 93. Nothing too crazy. We've got the last kilometer incoming. I think Stammler can launch right now. I think I launched a little bit too late. Bauer can launch from the wheel because it's slightly downhill apparently. There we go. Stammler, Bauer, Bauer, out of energy. No, I launched a little bit too early and it's Arnaud Delis winning, ahead of Moschetti and Matthew Brennan. Like, that was the closest we've gotten in Tirreno-Adriatico to a stage victory, but fourth is not exactly too close. Yeah, I gotta say, I would have at least liked the podium here. Oh, and we lose the leader's jersey to Mathieu van der Poel because of these stage positions, I think? Anyway, Piffy was gonna lose it on the next stage anyway. It's time for Prati di Tivo, the mountain stage of Tirreno-Adriatico, Florian Lipovic against Tadej Pogacar and Jonas Vingegaard, so this will be trouble. Form-wise, we're starting with a pretty positive day. 0 day on Lipovic, but a +1 on his mountain stats, so that's good. And Brenner with a +2, so 78 mountain, super domestique. Okay, 13 kilometers to go. The breakaway has been caught, and the peloton is starting. Prati di Tivo, 12.1 kilometers, 8.2%. And I'm here in the peloton, very well positioned actually, so let's try and keep it that way. Come on, Lipovic. Actually, next to Tadej and Jonas, also Remco at the start line, so another man to look out for. Antonio Morgado has brought Tadej Pogacar into P5 at the moment. Last 6 kilometers, we've got Del Toro for Ineos as well in the top 10 riders here. Oh yeah, Vingegaard's not on Visma, he's on Cofidis. I keep forgetting. That's why there's so many Cofidis riders up here. Last 5k to go. We're looking quite good when it comes to energy for now. We're holding on quite well, but can we beat Pogacar, Vingegaard and Remco? That is a big if, and Pogacar's making a bit of a move. He's upping the tempo, and I'm having trouble following that at the moment with 4.3 kilometers to go. I'm going on 87 to try and follow the tempo. Donny's still pacing for Vingegaard. We've got Vingegaard and Pogacar kind of sitting up. Remco moving on the right side of the road. Last 3.5 kilometers. Come on, Lipovic. I'm spending loads of energy, and I don't like it. Last 2.5 kilometers. Back to 86, back to 87. The tempo goes up. Jonas is pacing. Remco in a little bit of trouble, but so are we. I cannot follow this tempo right now. My yellow bar is running out and there's still 1.5 kilometers to go. 87 is the speed I'm going. 88. I can't do much more than that. Last kilometer right now. This is such a non-selective climb on PCM. I don't like it at all. In real life, a super selective climb, but that's not what it's gonna be in the game, that's for sure. Pogacar attacks, Vingegaard in the wheel. We're gonna finish in the top 10, but this stage will make barely any differences for the top 5, top 10 positions because everybody's kind of finishing together here, which that is such a sad ending to Prati di Tivo, to be honest. I was expecting more here. 13th is where we finish on 18 seconds of the winner, Tadej Pogacar, but I gotta say, PCM has to find a way to fix Prati di Tivo and Jebel Hafid because these races are just not fun. They're not like in real life at all. They're just very much not selective, and it feels like the length of the climb being only 12 kilometers is more important to the game's algorithm than the actual gradients, which is 8.2%. That should be selective. Like, we do move up in GC to the top 10, but from this point onwards in this race, there's not too much parkour to work with, so I'm not sure how much we can improve that. All a bit disappointing, really. Next up is the epic Castelfidardo stage. As I said before, the stage where Mathieu van der Poel spread his wings back in 2021. What a massive stage that was. Tadej Pogacar is the favorite here. I reckon for Lipovic this stage is all about survival, but I might be able to go for the stage win with Piffy though, because that's kind of an uphill sprint. Anyway, let's give that a try. Okay, Piffy starting with a +3, that's a good start, but Lipovic with a -2, that's not very likable. But honestly, I kind of feel like this won't be the most selective race on Pro Cycling Manager, unless I destroy the peloton myself. Like, I'm sorry, but we are REMBE Radnet, sponsored by REMBE, an explosion safety company, and we can't have explosion safety without blowing shit up first, so let's blow this race wide open. Ooh, my train is very badly positioned, kind of all over the place, and we are on the climb already, so that was not what I was planning. Leidert has come to the front somehow though. Where's Piffy? Lipovic is in the wheel, but Piffy is not. Herzog is kind of in Narnia. I'm not going 95 yet. I want to wait a little bit until we get to the last portion of the climb. Almost. Can I switch to 95 already? Yes, I will. There we go. 95. That is good. Can I go 99 over the top? Is that a possibility? Yes, I can. There we go. Leidert over the top. Can we line it out and split it? Maybe. Oh, Del Toro is caught behind the split. That's pretty good. Leidert is still pacing. Stammler can take over on 85. Leidert can protect him, but I don't think we'll be able to keep Del Toro behind, to be honest, but he's pacing it down himself. So Any energy he spends, that's good for me. Okay, roughly 5k later, and he's made it back. Anyway, 22 kilometers to go, just before the last steep climb. Lewis Oski is the only rider up ahead. 1 minute is the gap. Our team's looking pretty good when it comes to position. It's down to Herzog to set the pace. I'm not liking Lipovic's energy, but I am liking the one of Piffy. So for the stage win, we are looking pretty solid. Here we go, on to the climb. We've got Stefan Kung pacing next to us. We've got an attack, Tollett going. We've got Remco trying to respond, because as well, we've got everybody trying to respond. Van Aert now going. I'm going to go 95 on Herzog now. We've got Stammler out of the way. Don't block anyone. There we go. Can we make splits in the peloton on 99 for a little bit? Keep going, keep going. Down to 85 again. We've got our team in the wheel. That is nice. Any splits occurring? Not completely, but some people are dropping, but they're not exactly GC riders, are they? Anyway, group of 37, 12 kilometers to go, so no serious climb left in the race. I'm all gonna focus on Piffy now. I want this stage win. Oh, actually, Ciccone is in trouble, so if I can keep going hardcore over the top here, he might drop off the back. Come on, Ciccone, drop, 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 drop. We are pushing at the front, but it might just be too late. Nope. Is he on a gap? Yes, he is. Meanwhile, Oscar Onley is attacking. Lipovic is not looking too brilliant energy-wise, so that is the less appetizing part of today's race. 5k to go. Anyone else dropping? Only Ciccone still. Herzog, obviously, but no other GC riders are looking to be in trouble at the moment. We've got attacks coming. Van Wilder, Onley, Pogacar, Vingegaard, and so forth. I'm all about controlling it as we speak. Come on, Brenner. Keep it up, buddy. Keep it up right now. You're doing a splendid job for now. Last 1.8 kilometers. Brenner can do the lead out right now. Piffy in the wheel looking perfect. Pogacar launches. We shall launch from the wheel of Brenner with Piffy. We're gonna win. We're definitely gonna win. Lipovic tries to get bonus seconds, and he does. Actually taking time on the road on Pogacar. I need to stop with Brenner to make sure he doesn't get Pogacar any closer to Evenepoel and so forth. I reckon there's a gap on the road there. So Piffy wins the stage and Lipovic takes time. And actually, I think that might be enough to move on to the podium of GC, maybe? Well, first of all, happy days. Lawrence Piffy winning a stage here in Castelfidardo. That's a fantastic stage win. And yes, sir, GC-wise now third in GC with Lipovic on the podium together with Pogacar and Jonas Vingegaard. So perfect outcome. But I gotta say, I'm a little bit scared of that final time trial in this race because Lipovic is worse than Van Wilder, Almeida and so forth, so I reckon we could drop to 5th maybe. But that is still a lot better than the 10th we had before the stage started. Anyway, that time trial is for later, because well, our next stage is basically a sprint stage, so it's Lewis Bauer time again. Last 4 kilometers to go, our sprint train is now at the front. Stammler is ready to take over right now with 3.5 kilometers to go. Piffy in the wheel, Bauer in that wheel. Actually, Bauer's not looking that good. I'm going to switch plans a little bit on Stammler 93, something like that. Whereas Bauer not in the wheel. That is not good at all. Let's do 99 on Stammler, can sprint right now. I'm going for Piffy instead. Going for Piffy instead. Last kilometer, Piffy launches from the wheel. Come on, Piffy. Come on, Lawrence. The lead versus Piffy. We went too early. We went too early. We're going to finish on the podium, second in the stage, but actually, third, but I was hoping for a little bit more, you know. Actually, in hindsight, I think this is the closest we've gotten in a sprint in Tirreno, so it's not too bad, I guess. Anyway, one stage left, a time trial, and this is what GC looks like. Pogacar 9 seconds on Jonas, Lipovic currently in third with 6 seconds on Van Wilder, Kuss, Godu, and Zana, Almeida 20 seconds behind, and Wout van Aert and Ganna, who can time trial, are about 44 seconds behind us. Like, I would love to keep the podium, but I don't think it's realistic. We just don't have the time trial stat to keep Ilan van Wilder behind us, so we're most likely gonna drop down to 5th, hopefully. Anyway, 12 kilometers, relatively flat. We know what we have to do. Try and defend that podium, most likely a top 5. So, Lewis Leidert on the road as we speak with an explosive start, now settling down at around 85, 79 prologue, so he's kind of my test subject. Yeah, my strategy is pretty simple, to be honest. Explosive from the start and settle out at 85, and in the end, we've got Leidert finishing 4th at the moment, so it works pretty well. But let's hope Lipovic also has a +8 on his prologue stat. Oh, wow, 79 prologue on the day. That's what we're talking about. 99 from the start, lowering it right now to 95, lowering it towards 85 as we speak, and we are cooking. Come on, Florian, time for the first time check. Let's take a look. He's right now 12 seconds behind. That's amazing. That's absolutely beautiful. Last 400 meters. Come on, Lipovic to the line. Come on, man. We finish on 25 seconds. That's pretty okay. Jonas is gonna beat us as expected. We've got Pogacar most likely also gonna beat us, but the time trial is won by Josh Starling. GC-wise, we are still third. by 1 second on Van Wilder, so we do defend our podium, somehow. And Tadej Pogacar is the winner of Tirreno-Adriatico. And actually, we take the Ciclamino jersey over Pogacar with Piffy, so that's pretty cool. And that's all thanks to the fact that we sprinted for Piffy in that final sprint stage. But hey, there is absolutely zero shame in losing Tirreno-Adriatico to Pogacar and Jonas Vingegaard, even if he rides for Cofidis. And looking at the results of today's video, what an insane roller coaster. Strade, amazing victory. Paris-Nice and Tirreno both looked pretty bad in the middle of the race, but by the end getting a podium at Tirreno, great, but that Paris-Nice final stage will forever be ingrained in my mind. That was beautiful. And I honestly can't wait for the next episode already. Milano-Sanremo, Catalunya, Brugge de Panne, Gent-Wevelgem, E3. So many great races ahead of us. As always, thank you for watching. Thanks to REMBE for sponsoring this series as well. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.